My main goal for this video is for everybody to get as much value out of this as possible, because there's a lot of business owners nowadays that don't know that branding and marketing, doing it the right way, can cause sales to happen, so the business owner can have more free time and stress relief to actually work on the operations of the company. This is how you can get your potential customers to view you as a trusted authority over your competitors in your market, including the big enterprise companies that you guys compete with right now. We're going to do it in a way that pre-builds trust through Google My Business and social media. Overall, this will increase the amount of jobs that the company gets. This will increase the revenue that the company gets. And more importantly, this will increase the business owner's personal life because of all the extra money they're making and how easy it is to actually make sales because of what I'm going to teach you right now. The goal is to make this company right here stand out above everybody else and make people trust this company far more than all the other print shops. And this is how we're gonna do it right now. So what I wanna do is I'm gonna show you how businesses can implement this system themselves, generate some ideas, so they can get a result themselves without hiring us. So we have their Facebook, and this is actually fairly interesting. We want to post consistently, but we don't just want to post consistently, because as you know, there's a whole bunch of people nowadays that just post content that's selling something, not adding value, not educating, or anything of the sort. So most, like 80% of businesses, 90% of businesses don't post consistently on social media. They're missing out on a goldmine opportunity that they could be utilizing. There's this statistic that says 82% of consumers that go to a website actually look through the social media links to see what's behind the company, how it operates, and to see if they can trust them. Because as you know now, we're in a digital and AI age to where everyone is skeptical about businesses and media. So the goal here is to post authentic and transparent content that shows the values behind the business, how the business operates, cool educational facts that the consumer can do themselves to actually solve the problem themselves without hiring the company. And this will do two things. One, it will build massive trust with the potential customer. If you solve their problem for free, they will bring you referrals. They will bring you people for you to sell to. And it will also make you seem as a trusted advisor rather than a company wanting to sell something to a consumer. Because as you know, you've probably been sold to, everybody hates that. Everybody hates trying to be sold. Everyone just needs to add value to people and be educated about the thing they're trying to buy from the company that's selling it. Over the course of me doing social media stuff for the past 3 years, I've figured out some things. I figured out what you're supposed to have as your content, how you're supposed to reach out to people, and how you're supposed to add value to your potential customers so that they can buy from you over your competitors. And as I'm analyzing this social media page, what I notice is they are all graphics. I want you to pretend that there's this guy that goes to search print shops online, and then let's say he opens 5 different print shops online. And then what happens is whenever he opens up all of those print shops, Google pages, social media pages, he sees this on every single one of them. Some are posted consistently, some are not posted consistently. Some are sporadic, some are not sporadic. Like I can see that she's posting way more on Facebook in regards to ads and cool coloring books and autograph sheets and decals they did for Honda Racing, it looks like, and that's awesome. So, but the thing is they don't have anything else other than just Facebook and Instagram, which what you do is you actually post content on all the social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X, on those platforms, and see what platform does better with your videos and then double down on that. So that's technically what's going to happen with that. Let's say that we talk to this person, RB Print Shops, and we ask them questions about their business, who they currently serve, how many jobs they're getting, if they like the jobs they're getting, if they would change anything about the jobs they're getting. And what we would find is just, if we look logically with our eyes, because I haven't actually spoken to this person, we can see that they know they need something on social media. They know that they need something on social media. They know they need reviews, and for them to have directions, calls, and everything set up on their Google My Business. So that's a good thing, that's a plus. So then what we would do is we would ask them a series of questions to put into this thing that is called Brand Pillars. And what Brand Pillars does is it gets all the information about your business, offer, product, value, who you serve, your customer database, not database, but your customer psychographics. And we analyze all those questions and put it into this thing that I made where it converts that whole document into content buckets that automatically build trust with the person you're trying to sell to. I don't have the questions actually answered for me, so I'm just putting it in a Claude project so they can make up answers to the questions we have our customers do, so you can kind of see how this works. So what you can do is implement the same strategy but for your business. So this is actually pretty exciting, honestly. What this will do is it will actually make you perceived in your customers' eyes that, one, you know what you're doing, they trust you because they see the things behind the business, the educational content you do. And then from that, if you keep on posting and posting consistently, literally for like 2 or 3 months, you'll start to see a dramatic increase in inquiries, sales, and even quotes that get requested to go up. AI just made me all of these hypothetical answers to the questions we would ask, and it made us a brand foundation master guide. So I'm not going to read through all of this, but essentially what it did is it answered all the questions that we had in the doc, so we can fully understand what their business is, how it helps people, and how it affects people in a way to where it solves their problem in the most profound way possible. And now we can use this to make sure all the social media posts we post for them are directly in line with adding value to people, boosting your credibility, boosting trust, and showing people you actually want to help people without just trying to sell them. So every single post that we do is always going to be lined up with this specific document of your brand pillars. As I'm going to add the document that I made that translates this brand pillar document into content buckets, so we know exactly what to post and how to post it. So here's what we got. This guide transforms RB Print Shop's brand pillars into value-focused content strategy that builds trust, establishes authority, and creates authentic connections without selling in the content itself. So this is what the core philosophy is. It's value first and sales never. Why did we come up with this concept? One, because when I actually started selling stuff online, I started posting every single day on Instagram, and I sold rap beats. And what I noticed was if I just posted my beats and educational and valuable content that taught artists what they're looking for along with marketing, without trying to sell anything in my content, it actually increased my sales by 200 and something % in a year, without trying to sell them anything, just adding value to them. Our content has 3 primary purposes. Deliver genuine value through education about printing processes, quality standards, and business communication. Number 2, build authentic connections by showing the real people and craftsmen behind RB Print Shop. Establish trust and authority by consistently providing helpful printing and business insights. So here's kind of what we have. There's a whole bunch of different buckets and pillars that we have right here. Usually we would just choose a couple of them and rotate through them. So this is what's kind of cool, is right here is this brand pillar called brand positioning. What this does is it actually lets people know what's behind the company. Instead of just like, hey, my name is Kayla and I do printing services, call this number. It's like the origin story and mission, the industry expertise and showcase, the company culture and values, quality standards and action, what makes us different. But doing that in a way to where it adds value to people. Like this stuff, dude, you cannot miss. Like think of a business guru or a sales guru you follow on Instagram. Do you trust them more than if they just tried to sell you something in an ad without posting content? I'm sure you do trust them more, because I definitely do. Jeremy Miner is the sales guy that I listen to and watch all the time. I trust him above all the other sales trainers because he posts content. Same thing with Alex Hormozi. So then you have UVP, which is unique value proposition, professional solutions. So then you got the quality process spotlight, speed and efficiency showcase, service walkthrough, results and satisfaction, client partnership approach. So these are all different video ideas that you can do to build trust, credibility, and authority in the prospect's mind, so they end up choosing you and referring other people to you. Because you kind of have a reality TV show behind your company, which actually builds trust with everybody else and makes them go to you. And there's a whole bunch of these things. So what we've done is we kind of work with the company 2 times in 2 ways. We have this company, Yoder Graphics, right now. And what we do is they just capture the content and we create everything. We coach them on everything, tell them how to do everything, give them all the software, stuff they need to actually capture the content with the coaching, and they just send it over and we edit everything and post everything. We have analytics, KPIs, and all that stuff like that to make sure we're always growing. And then we track the quote acceptance, the quote requests, the many sales, the many jobs, the many calls, and many directions that are pushed on Google Maps. So there's a whole bunch of things to do, but these are all different content ideas that just build trust and establish authority in the prospect's mind. And then we would work with the client, get them all the stuff materials and coaching they need to actually capture the content to where it only takes 20 minutes a week. And usually what they can see from this is in the first 3 months, that's whenever you're actually building and scaling your content library. One, you'll start to notice people that mention your current clients, and future clients will start to notice your content you're posting. And I know this because the client that I have right now, Yoder Graphics, the owner and the CFO told me that, hey, there's a lot of people that are saying we saw this on your social media, and even new people are like, hey, we saw this on your social media. So it works. People look at it. It's a gold mine that a lot of business owners are not utilizing. And I think in the digital first economy, it's kind of a necessity to actually post stuff on social media that adds value to people. The goal is to teach entrepreneurs and people that have small businesses, brick and mortar businesses, service-based businesses, how to utilize their social media at a very low cost to increase their calls, their directions that are entered in from Google Maps by customers, and jobs. But more importantly, that'll impact the business owner's life by increasing their revenue and benefiting their personal life even more. If that sounds at all interesting, that's the only content I'm going to be posting on here to actually add value to businesses, teach them our system so they don't have to hire us to do it for them. So thank you guys for watching, and my goal is to post 2 times a week.